Ebonyi State government approves over 200 million naira for construction of rigid pavement in Abakaliki capital. Federal government adds trade and skills to the country basic education curriculum. 2025 ESCO briefing. Welcome to the news. I am Laura Amanze. The state government has approved a total sum of 286 million naira, 924,821 naira, 3 kobo for the construction of Ebonyi State Cab Terminal, Abakaliki, as part of its urban renewal initiative in the transport sector.
Mr. Kpo emphasized that the approval was sequel to the memo presented to the ESCO for the project, noted that the decision was part of the present administration's ongoing urban renewal initiatives, which seek to revitalize and modernize key areas within the state. He explained that the approval was granted after thorough discussions on the positive impact of the project on both commuters and local businesses, and stressed that enhancement of the Ebo Cab Terminal is expected to provide a safer, more efficient travel experience for residents, particularly as the state continues to expand its transportation network. According to the Information Commissioner, the Council also approved and directed the State Council on Public Procurement to initiate a procurement process for the construction of a 4-span bridge, 45 meters long, at the kilometer 13.850 Obaganwofi Road.
This approval became necessary as it was observed that the width of the existing bridge is smaller than the width of the constructed road. This will forestall loss of lives, particularly on the bridge section.
He further informed that the ongoing construction work at Godiobaga Avenue, Nteziaba Lane, through Isiokoro Lane, down to Alaba Close, received more state government attention for additional work of 200 meters, 400 meters, and 1.5 kilometer drainage, as the ESCO approved 150 million naira for the extra work to link up the approved road to the Abakaliki-Enugu Expressway through Hope Inn Resort, while the drainage is to protect the already constructed roads within the axis.
These projects are to be executed through direct labor under the supervision of the Ministry of Works and the Ministry of Project Monitoring.
The Information Commissioner said the chairman of the ESCO, Governor Francis Mwifu, took time to appreciate efforts of the council members as well as that of Ebonians for their support, which willed government activities to visible fruition in the year 2024 and further promised bomber dividend to Ebonyi people in this 2025. Osondo Nguta, Salt TV News.
The state government has officially flagged off its scholarship program, which is projected to cover 1,000 beneficiaries from the state origin to support them pursue postgraduate programs in various fields of study, both locally and internationally. The flag off, which took place at the Chibok Kadibu International Airport on Eke, had a total of 204 beneficiaries profiled for their scholarship at the United Kingdom. Kwame House correspondent Osondo Nguta again completes the story.
The vibrant atmosphere at the airport was punctuated by cheers from students, educational stakeholders, and government officials as Governor Francis Mwifu unveiled the scholarship program. In his address, the governor expressed his administration's dedication to empowering the next generation through quality education and emphasized that scholarship program is a cornerstone of his administration's commitment to invest in human capital development in the state, and noted that education is the bedrock of progress. Hence, the need for people of the state to have access to best opportunities, both locally and abroad. The governor called on the scholarship recipients to pursue academic excellence diligently, embody values of hard work and integrity to justify huge sum the state government had expended for the program, urged them to commit to returning to the state upon the completion of their studies, noting that experience and skills acquired would be invaluable for the growth and development of more prosperous state.
I urge you to immerse yourselves fully in your study. Embrace the culture we encounter and build network that will be invaluable to your growth. But to remember, your ultimate mission lies here at home. Upon completing your study, for emphasis, we must We expect you to return to our dear state and channel your expertise into sectors that need your innovation, creativity, and leadership. The challenge we face as a state are significant, but they are not immeasurable. With the right mind and the right commitment, we can transform our education, healthcare, infrastructure, agriculture, and technology sector into model for progress. I firmly believe, by the grace of God, that the solution to our problem lies in empowering you, the youth. The opportunity like this is inevitable if you behave well. Once again, I would also like to use this medium.
The chairman of the occasion and Commissioner for Higher Education, Professor Omaria Omaka, Ambassador Frank Ogbeu, Senator Nguchi Ngele, Professor Chigozie Ogbo, as well as the state APC chairman, Chief Stanley Emera, said the initiative is a testament of Governor Nwifru's vision to foster an educated and skilled workforce ready to meet the challenges of the modern economy, charged beneficiaries to always strive to excel in the program and be good ambassadors of the state.
In the People's Charter of Need, he did not hesitate in making education number one. And one of the promises he made to Ebonyans is that Ebony will be celebrated once again in the area of scholarship. And that is why he announced to all Ebonyans at different platforms and occasions that he was going to award 1,000 number of scholarship to different students, both at national and international level, to advise our students that are going abroad to keep the flag flying and keep the image of Ebonyi State soaring. Because by your number in the UK, you are going to dwarf every other nationality that you are going to find in the different universities you are going to send you.
It is not about oil every time in Nigeria, Ebonyi State. Education is a paramount thing. I'm happy that our governor identified that and now want to give us that opportunity to be educated and to explore those that are there that others have explored and got well. I want to say thank you, Very Excellency.
What you are doing is not what you have planned for, but you have a covenant with God. And that is why it comes and you implement. The birds of the air are already singing praises to God for giving them Ebonyi people at this most needed time, somebody like you.
The chairman of the State Scholarship Board, represented by the secretary of the board, Mr. Steve Ikboro, explained that the program was designed to cover financial assistance for tuition, accommodation, and other academic-related expenses, ensuring that deserving students focus entirely on their studies without financial burden. The chaplain, Government House Chapel, Reverend Father Jude Agama, in his words of admonition, commended the governor for the initiative and enjoined the beneficiaries to utilize the opportunity for their goods and that of the state.
As you live, for the things you will see, do not joke with your God. Keep your morality and keep your spirituality. And finally, you are being sent so that you can make us proud. You can come back and showcase what you have learned.
Out of the 1,000 projected beneficiaries of the program, 700 for local and 300 for foreign scholarships, 541 are currently benefiting from the program nationally, 204 already dispatched for the program at United Kingdom, while 96 others are expected to be dispatched to join them and make up the 300 number in a month's time. The event was well attended by dignitaries from the state government, educational institutions, community leaders showcasing their support for the initiatives. As the scholars board a line for the academic journey, hopes are high that the program would pave the way for a brighter future for youth and that of the state. Osando Unguta, Salt TV News.
In a significant move to enhance security across the nation, Governor Francis Nwifuru has called for the implementation of community policing, describing it as a crucial strategy to combat the escalating security challenges facing the country. This call came during a courtesy visit by the newly appointed Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG of Zone 9 at the Governor's Office, Ochudo Centenary City, Abakaliki. The report.
Governor Nwifuru said the visit of the AIG is apt and expressed hope that it would strengthen security architecture of the state for optimum performance. He commended the AIG for the visit and encouraged him never to relent but continue to show strength in his security surveillance in fighting insecurity in the zone. The governor eulogized the State Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Adako Uche Anya, for her intelligent, proactive approach in tackling security issues in the state and described community policing as the best form of tackling crime and criminality in the society. Governor Nwifuru, while calling on authorities of the Nigerian police to develop attitude of appreciating men of the police force to enable them put in their best in the service and to encourage upcoming young ones join the force, advocated the regular monitoring of their men at different police taking points to reduce corruption in the system.
But I want to thank you sincerely, sir, with your management team, and to encourage you. A lot of us are very much available to support you. It is our duty to safeguard the properties and life of our people. It is our duty to protect and to work for our people. Nigeria Police Force appreciates the gallant officers that have been able to distinguish themselves in the battles to succeed and to make this country safe.
The Assistant Inspector General of Police, Zone 9, Umahia, AIG Suleiman Yusuf, said he came on familiarization visit to Ebonyi as one of the states under the zone, including Abia and Imo State, and equally to interface with officers and men of Ebonyi State Police Command on their operations. Mr. Yusuf, while commending other sister security agencies in the state for their intelligent security teamwork that brought about peaceful atmosphere across the state, appreciated Governor Nwifuru for his support so far to the State Police Command, which according to him enabled them perform excellently in their operational services, noting that Ebonyi is the most peaceful state in the zone and assured of putting in his best to reduce crime and criminality to the barest minimum in the zone.
I thank you for all you have been doing for officers and men of command and police, of which I've had so much. And I know with that support, they will not have been able to achieve what they have.
The governor was joined in receiving the visitors by principal officers of government. I am Sunday Odom.
We now take a short break, and when we return, the news continues. Please stay with us. Welcome back. The federal government has announced the addition of hairstyling, plumbing, GSM repair, makeup, and 12 other new trades and new subjects to the basic education curriculum. The development comes following ongoing reforms in various sectors of the economy. The reports.
Solar installation and maintenance, garment making, agriculture and processing, including crop production, beekeeping, horticulture and livestock farming like poultry and rabbit rearing. Others include basic digital literacy, including IT and robotics. The statement noted that the new subjects will take effect from January 25 for primary and junior secondary students across the country.
The Association of Resident Doctors in Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, has called off its warning strike after the intervention of the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike. The president of the association, Dr. George Ebong, in a statement said the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, under Wike has met their demands. The reports.
The doctors granted all Federal Capital Territory Abuja-owned hospitals over unpaid arrears and other demands. However, in an update, Dr. Ebong revealed that its members have started receiving alerts of the 6-month salary arrears. He also said Wike has approved and ordered immediate payment of the accoutrement allowance that was owed, approval of the medical residency bonding to 2 years, approval of the immediate employment of doctors and allied health workers to cushion the severe shortage of manpower, and approval and immediate payment of locum doctors and other health workers that were owed. Ebong therefore noted that with the intervention by Wike, doctors in the Federal Capital Territory are requested to resume work on Saturday, 25th January 2025. He added that the intervention had ended the impending indefinite shutdown of hospitals in Abuja. Ebong, however, urged the minister to meet order of its demand to avert future strike action.
Foreign stories, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said allies should work towards determining a format for any upcoming peace talks with Russia, and that Kyiv must be involved for successful negotiations. These comments are the latest to pile speculations over the possibilities of talks to end in the brutal conflict that has cost tens of thousands of lives after almost 3 years of fighting. The reports.
President Putin did not say when talks could take place, and the Kremlin said earlier it was still waiting for signals from Washington, despite Trump announcing Thursday he was willing to meet Putin immediately. Trump, who was inaugurated on Monday, has called the conflict ridiculous and threatened Russia with tougher economic sanctions if it does not agree to stop its offensive. Zelensky said in Kyiv that talks to end the war should be held between the United States, Ukraine, and Russia, as well as the European Union. Zelensky has put forward several proposals to end the conflict, including his so-called victory plan at the Ukraine summit last year that brought together dozens of countries and international organizations.
That's much we can take, but before we go, another look at some of the stories that made headlines. Ebonyi State government has approved over 200 million naira for the construction of rigid concrete pavements and landscaping of the state capital, Abakaliki. We also told you that federal government has announced addition of hairstyling and other trades in the basic education curriculum, primary and secondary schools in the country. That's all. Many thanks for watching. I am Laura Amanzi. Do enjoy the rest of your day.